Hello, Miss Shaimaa. How are you? Miss Shaimaa,
How are you? How are you, Mrs.
how are
Nora?
you? ازاي حضرتك عاملة ايه؟
الحمد لله تمام الحمد لله.
معلش هناخد بس 5 minutes and then we will start عشان لسه بس في كذا حد بيجوين معانا عشان بس يبقى كل ال participants موجودين and then حضرتك بقى نقدر نبتدي بإذن الله.
اوكي.
اوكي؟ اوكي. حضرتك ممكن كمان تظبطي السكرين بتاعت حضرتك وتظبطي الماتيريال عبال ما برضو يبقى هم دخلوا.
انا مش
You can do this right now. You can do this right now.
لحد الان مش مفهوم. اوكي.
Yes? إيه؟
Okay, welcome everybody. How are you? I just want at the very beginning to introduce myself to you. And then I will hear from you. I want to know about you and I want to know my students. Okay, at the very beginning, my name is Mrs. Shaimaa Shaheen, and I am graduated from Faculty of Alstom. I was graduated in 2001, so it is about 20 years up till now. And since then, I have been teaching English. I'm teaching English. I'm a certified IGCSE teacher. I had received a teacher diploma from UK, Notting Hill, UK, and I have attended many webinars and many training for Oxford, Cambridge, and all the 3 boards except for Cambridge IGCSE. That's it. If you have any questions concerning me, I'm ready to answer them. Okay, do you have any questions so far?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so very quickly, I want to know my students. Are they in grade 9, grade 10? Come on. Will you just introduce yourself right in the chat box? What about yourself? Are you in grade 9 or grade 10? Okay. And which country and which exam, which board are you sitting for? Are you sitting for Oxford, Cambridge, or Edexcel?
Okay.
So only Kuno's answered. Only Kuno's answered. Yes. Anybody else? Just want to know my students. Come on. Okay, Kareem, you're grade 8. Noor, grade 8 again. Kareem, you are from Egypt.
From Kuwait, grade 11, no problem.
Grade 11 is in Kuwait like grade 10 here. They go for Oxford exam.
But
It's no problem.
weak in English, not very good.
Yes, okay. So let's go very quickly. So it seems here that my students are mostly from grade 9. Most of my students are from grade 9 here. And as for grade 11, I think that it is the first time for you to sit for the exam, right? the mommy who has just talked to me and telling me that her son or daughter is in grade 11, right? You haven't sit for the exam before. Okay, no problem. Let's go very quickly through Cambridge English as a second language, 0510. This is our exam. If you're sitting for Cambridge board, this is the code for your exam, 0510 or 0511. Okay, so let's go very quickly. What is required from us through English? What is the aim of our course? Of course, as you know, English is needed not only for the exam, it is needed in our life. So throughout the course, we are going to develop the learner's ability, or let's say our students' ability to communicate effectively in English. Not only we're not studying English only for the exam, but this does not mean that the exam is not important. The exam is very important, but we have to balance. We have to balance between them. Okay. So we are going to form a solid foundation for the skills required for fulfilling the exam's requirement. We have to think about the exam for all the skills needed for the exam. Okay. And we are going to build up the learner skills in reading, writing, listening, and speaking, as these are the skills needed for any language. We have to develop and to know how to read a text, how to write, and to develop our skill in listening and speaking. What will be included in this course, and what is the syllabus required? Have a look here. We're going to go through the reading, which is the first skill. And we're going to have a look at the exam and how it looks like. We're going to go through the past papers and to know how to answer the reading text. We are going to know how to answer, how to select the relevant details and understand the difference between what is the explicit information and the implied ones, which I mean the direct information and the indirect one. Because as you know, the Cambridge exam is always includes distractors. So we have to practice this and know how to find out the distractors. As for the writing, as you know that we have 3 exercises in our exam for the writing. Exercise 4, exercise 5, and 6, these are for the writing. Exercise 5 is always for the informal writing, and exercise 6 for the formal writing. So we have to practice writing for different purposes and audience, which means we have to know the difference between the formal writing and the informal writing, to know our audience, to know what is the difference between these 2 writings and how to develop our writing skills. As you know, Cambridge board is not that easy board. It depends mainly on structure, grammatical structure. It depends mainly on advanced vocabulary. So these are things that have to be acquired through practice. And after practice, we're going to produce written text with wide range of language structure, depending, of course, on what we have already received through the sessions. And of course, we have to know the punctuation and the spelling rules, because punctuation again is very, very important and crucial in our writing. So listening is very important, because as you know, you're going to sit for the listening exam. This is a whole paper for the listening. You are going to go, if you're studying for Cambridge exam, you're going to sit for the exam twice, once for the reading and writing, and this is paper 2 or paper 1, either for the core or the extended. And you're going to sit once more for the listening. So listening is very important. It's a whole exam. So we are going throughout the course to listen, to practice listening through past papers, And we are going to listen to a range of spoken material, including talks and conversation, in order to develop our listening skills. And again, as I've told you that mainly the exam depends on test factors and things which are not directly stated. So we have to practice this and know how to find out the correct answer. Speaking is endorsement. Endorsement means it is not counted in the exam. However, some will sit for 0511 in which speaking is included, and it's very important. And if later on you're going to sit for Oxford exam, so in Oxford, speaking is one of the main papers which are going to be examined in. So speaking is very important. And as I told you that speaking is not our English in general is not needed for the exam. We need it in our life. So we are going also to practice speaking. And we are going to engage, we are going to be engaged in conversations in a variety of topics. And we're going to develop the skills on how to respond to different situations and audience, and to see to improve the accuracy and clarity of our spoken language. Do you have any questions so far? Any questions? I'm here. You have any questions?
No, teacher.
Okay. So let's see. What are we going to do in our course? How are we going to conduct our sessions? Of course, before the session, you are going to have induction sessions in which I'm going to introduce concepts, instructions, and tips for each exercise. As you know that Cambridge Board is very exam, or we can call them that they are exam oriented. What do I mean by exam oriented? They need the specific things. They follow certain rubric and certain criteria and standards. So for every exercise in our exam, we have some tips which we have to follow and be aware of, because sometimes you might know the answer, but because you do not know the correct tip, you lose marks. So these are the instructions which we are going to practice and to know the tips of each exercise. Okay? All the material you need will be uploaded before the session on Google Classroom, so that this will enable you to print them before the session. Be ready with your notes, be ready with your paper, because as I know that looking and practicing through screen is not that easy. So everything will be uploaded on Google Classroom. A Google Classroom will be created for you only, where you can receive the material, and I can receive yours again, because if there is homework, I will receive it through Google Classroom to be checked and sent back for you with the feedback. Okay. Of course, we're going to practice exams from past papers. Exercises will be assigned regularly for individual practice. And it is very important to have an exam every now and then. Let's say by every 6 sessions, for example, we might have an exam to assess our progress and where we have stopped, if we need extra practice, if we need extra information, and so on. So everything, all the assignments and all the students' progress, everything is registered on Google Classroom and is registered with the Innova Prof, because you can go back and see if you need any help. And I'll be always there if you need any question. So students will be assessed regularly through exams. Okay. And parents can follow their students' progress through quizzes and exams. So any questions so far concerning how we are going to conduct the course?
No, teacher.
Okay, I want you to participate with me, to talk to me. I just want to know my participants, how do they, if anything is not clear, feel free to contact me, to talk to me. I'm here for you. So Lujain, yes, Lujain. Okay, Lujain, just a minute. But already knows the answer that the mic is not closed, my dear. The mic is not closed, my dear. And I can hear you all. I can hear sounds. Okay, Rawan, can you hear me and you can participate and answer me?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so there is no problem with the mic. Okay, so let's continue. I've just asked if there are any questions so far.
No, teacher. Everything is clear.
Okay, so today I just want to know if you have seen the exam. If you have seen your exam and you know how it looks like, how many questions do we have, and so on. Will you please tell me if you have seen the exam?
Yes,
I saw it, teacher.
Okay, what about the others?
I saw it, miss.
Okay,
I saw it too.
let me check. So all of you are acquainted with the exam and you know how many questions do we have? So how many questions do we have in our exam?
6.
6 questions, excellent. So how many for the reading exam, the reading?
3.
Yes, 3 questions for the reading. They are, number 1 is a reading text. Number 2 is always a multiple matching exercise. Number 3 is note-taking exercise. So this is, as I said, Cambridge is exam oriented, which means that you're not going to go to the exam and find something weird. It's the same all the time. Okay, and what about the writing? How many exercises do we have for the writing?
3.
The other 3 are for the writing. What the, okay, so they are always asked, you are always as a student are asked for complexity of structure and advanced vocabulary. And this is very, very important, but it is not, you cannot do it unless you practice a lot. Okay, so today I thought that it is the best thing to go through one of the exercises, which is the reading exercise, reading exercise 1. But before I start, I want to tell you or to show you the tips for the exercise. Okay, let's go through the tips of for exercise number 1. Okay, tips for exercise number 1, reading. You're going to read an article. It might be an article, it might be a blog or a web page in which you are going to be asked to answer a set of questions. Okay, total marks for this exercise is 10 for, 9 for the core syllabus, which is grade 9, and 13 for the extended. What should we do when we answer this exercise? Number 1, I know that you are used to write the full sentence, but here in Cambridge exam, as time is very important, we don't have to write full sentence. We are just
تشرح ازاي الاول
So don't write full sentence in the answer. Keep the answers short, but short and minimizing the answer doesn't mean that you have to write the main points needed, because time is very important. The time for this exercise is only 10 minutes. So you have to read and answer in only 10 minutes. So can I do this if I'm having a very long text? This could be done, of course, by practice. Okay? And then, so as I said, keep the answers short, write in the given space. So we are allowed only to write a single word or phrase. That's enough. That's more than enough. As this is a reading exercise, so we do not have to write using our own words. We are just copying from the text, because only asking, or he wants to know that we understand what is needed. He doesn't need to see our writing skills. He will assess our writing skills later on in the writing exercises. Of course, spelling is very important because you're just copying from the text, so you have to spell words correctly. Underline question words and think about what they mean. So this is the first step to underline keywords and question words. You have to know whether the examiner is asking you what or when, because there is a great difference between what and when and how and so on. You have to underline keywords. Then we are going to try to match the words in the question with the correct place in the text and to find synonyms. Synonyms is very important in our exam. A very important tip is that the questions follow the order of the text. They go on in chronological order. What do I mean by this? I mean that question number 1, the answer might be in paragraph 1 or 2. It couldn't be in paragraph 3 because they go in order. Okay? Except for exercise, the last question in the extended paper, year 10. If any question needs 2 details, make sure you separate the answer clearly. So every time if you are required by the examiner to write 2 details, you are going to find 2 dotted lines, and you have to write every detail in a separate line. Sometimes you are asked by the examiner to mention 2 details, and these 2 details are out of 1 mark. So what would happen if I answered one correct and the other one is incorrect? Am I going to receive half a mark? Come on, answer me.
No, teacher.
Yes,
No.
of course, because there are no halves in our exam. So if you are asked by the examiner to write 2 details and you answer one correctly and the other one is incorrect, you will lose the whole mark. So that's why you have to write answers accurately and to be sure of your answer. Okay. The dotted lines gives you a guide on how much you should write. 2 dotted lines means 2 details. And this is what I've just said. Some questions require more than 1 piece of information to give you 2 marks. If so, write the 2 pieces of information on the dotted marks. For the extended paper, the last question is up to 4 marks. And as I said, this is the only question which does not follow the order. So you have to read the text, to revisit the text, to reread the text, and to write every detail on a separate dotted line. Time management is very important. Keywords in the question, you have to find the keywords. You have to skim the passage. And skimming is one of the skills which you have to practice while answering any reading text. Okay, any questions so far concerning exercise number 1?
No, Miss.
Okay, so let's go very quickly now to applying all these rules to our exam. Can you see the screen right now in which I have just displayed an exam?
Teacher, it's just a white screen.
Okay, you can't
Yeah.
see the exam? Okay, just a minute.
Take your time, Miss.
Okay, and now?
Still
As
on
it is,
screen.
no change. Okay, it appeared now. Okay, it's visible now.
No, it's appeared.
Yes, okay. So here is exercise number 1. This is exercise number 1. And this is how, let's see how we're going to go through it. Okay, so this is exercise 1 in our exam. It is out for the course students. They are going to receive the same paper, same text, same everything except for the last question. Okay. As for the extended students, they are going to receive again the same, but exercise, the last question, this one is especially, this exercise, this question is especially for the extended students. Okay, so these are for year 9, or these are for year 9. Only addition for year 10 is this question. Okay, what is the first step when I receive my exam paper? I
Read
need
the
to
questions.
Read the
So
question.
yes. And after reading the question, what do I have to do?
Point out the keywords.
Yes, point the keywords and point where make sure that I understand the question word. So here, who can help me to find the keywords?
Teacher, I can help you.
Just a minute. What about the others? Why aren't you participating? Kareem, Bara.
No, I can help you.
Excuse me? Kareem. I want to make sure that everybody's following. Come on. Come on. Malak, Suhaib, Sandy.
Yes, Miss. I'm with
Yes.
you.
Okay. So this is Malak?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Malak. Hi, Malak. Okay, Malak, this is the exam. So, and we said that the first step is to identify and underline the keywords, right? So will you
Yes.
please help me? Will you please, Malak, to find out the keywords for me in the first question?
Government's concerned.
So, and what about why? Why is not important?
Yes. We take the why. Government's
why is-
concerned. Wildlife
Yes.
at airports.
So, government, the word concerned is very important, and wildlife at airport. Okay, next question.
What?
Next
And
question. What are the keywords here?
yes, we would take a definite what and definitely closed.
Definitely is a very important keyword, because sometimes, as I said, there are distractors. So definitely, this means that I might find another information, but he needs something specific. Okay, and then go on.
More wildlife incidents.
Yes, more wildlife incident at the airport.
Airport.
Bara, will you help me, Bara?
Yeah.
Come on, my dear. What are the keywords in the question letter? Question C.
To stop please.
So what done to stop geese? So it is not any other bird. It is specifically the geese. Yes, thank you. Okay, can you help me with the next one? Aya? Aya, will you please help me? Come on. Aya. So who can help me to find the keyword?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Noor.
How
How again
and
it is keyword?
concentrate areas and
Concrete
affect
areas.
birds.
Concrete areas. This is very important.
Areas
Yes.
affect birds.
Birds. So here he's talking about birds all in general. Okay, very nice. Okay, letter E, my dear. I need, will you help me with E? Okay, go on.
Me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What disadvantages
Yes.
using
So
guns?
disadvantages. So disadvantages here is a keyword. And I'm talking about disadvantages
Guns.
what specifically using guns. Excellent. And how many details are needed for this
Two
question?
details.
For how many marks?
This is for 1 mark.
It's for 1 mark. Excellent. So if it is for 1 mark, as I've just said, and I wrote only one of them, and the other is incorrect, am I going to receive the whole mark?
No, teacher.
No.
I'm not going to
No.
receive. Unfortunately, I've lost even the correct one. Sandy? Hi, Sandy.
Yes, miss.
Yes, my
Hi,
dear.
ma'am.
Hi. So will you please help me to find the keywords in letter F, my dear?
Yes, ma'am. What
Yes.
happens
Yes, so I need to know what happens to who or to
to
what?
the birds
To birds. After what?
after they are
Trapped.
trapped? So trapped.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay, Rawan, will you help me with letter G, Rawan?
Yes.
Yes, come on.
How?
How again? And then
Meg.
Meg. Yes,
More
Meg what?
effective
More effective than humans.
than
So it's clear
human.
here that, yes. And how many details are needed for this question?
2.
Yes, and 2 for 2 marks. So if I wrote one correct and the other is incorrect, is there a problem?
I don't think so.
Yes, because it is 2 marks, so I can receive 1 mark and lose 1. Okay, so let me see the second question, letter H. On. My students are active today. I need cool. Yes, I have 4 participants, so raise hands. Bara again. Yes, Bara.
Yeah.
Yes, my dear. Will you help me to find the keywords in letter H?
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, what are the keywords, my
Why?
dear? Why? Okay.
And make that.
Meg again. Good at fighting
That's
birds.
fighting birds.
And then you have the word particularly and definitely. Exactly. These are very important keywords.
Okay.
Letter I. I want somebody to help me with letter I.
Yes, miss.
Letter I.
Miss Meg, can
Sandy.
I walk?
Sandy. Noor. Okay, Noor.
How birds react.
How
uh,
again?
birds react,
Yes, my dear.
falcon, and two
To
details.
falcon. Yes, falcons. So specifically to falcons, and I need two details. This question, according to the star, this one is canceled. We do not have it anymore. And then the last question, you're going to do what? And as I said, this one is only for which year?
Extended.
Extended.
Yes, this is for the extended. And this is the only question which does not follow the order of the text. You have to revisit the text again and to read the whole text to find the answer. So what are the keywords here? Come on.
Can I?
So I need 4 examples of what? Who's answering?
Teacher, can I, teacher?
Yes, go on, Kunuz.
Okay, teacher. Problems
So
caused
I
by
need
by
by
wildlife. Yeah.
specific types,
Type.
specific types of wildlife.
wildlife.
So specific, yes, thank you. Okay. So what is the first step now? We underlined all the keywords, and then we're going to
Read the comprehension.
the following
Read the
steps.
passage.
So I need to read every. Do I have enough time to do this?
Yeah.
Do I have enough time to go through the passage? Of course not. So what is the best thing to do is to
We're going to
skim
search
the
for
passage.
keywords.
Scan.
No, we've already done this. Yes.
Scan.
This is, as I said, a very important skill which we have to practice, to skim through the passage. And how do I skim through the passage? How do I
Search
skim
the
through the
keyword.
passage? To read what? What do I
Search
have to
means
read?
reading the last question.
The keywords
Read what?
that we
Search the
underlined.
keyword. The keyword.
No, not خلاص. I already underlined the keyword. So it is time now to skim the passage. How do I skim the passage?
Reading the first sentence of each paragraph,
Only the first one?
first and the last.
Yes, because as you know, whenever you're going to writing, even in the writing, you have to start every paragraph with a topic sentence. And the topic sentence is elaborated later on through the passage, through the paragraph. And then we have to close the paragraph. Okay? So if I read the beginning and the ending of every paragraph, I will understand what is inside the paragraph. So I don't have to waste my time. As I said, that this exercise is for only 10 minutes. So I don't have to waste my time reading every single word. Okay? So is the passage clear in front of you? Can you see it clearly?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Okay, so I want somebody to read the first, to tell me how to skim the first paragraph. Let's start by Sandy.
Miss, can I
Come
try?
on, Sandy. Sandy.
Yes.
Yes, Sandy. So Sandy, let's read the first line in the paragraph and the last line to understand what the paragraph is about. Come on, my dear.
All right. The number
Uh-huh.
of reported collisions
Yes.
between aircrafts and wildlife is increasing throughout the world. And then we'll read, trying to reduce the risk to aircraft when they are landing or taking off.
Thank you. So this is what Sandy has just read, the first, the beginning, and the ending. Sandy, did you understand anything from this? Did you
Yes, it's
understand what
about,
yes.
yes, it has to do with aircraft crashing and accidents.
So it is clear that this paragraph is about crashes at which
Yes.
place?
Aircraft.
Crashes. So I'm going, yes, I'm just going to write beside it just to remind myself what the paragraph is about. Or I can, even if I don't have time, to underline it, to make it very clear in front of my eyes. So crashes at airport. Crashes at airport. Okay, so this is what we have in the first paragraph. Okay, I need Bara. Will you help me to skim the second paragraph? Bara?
Yes.
Yes, my dear. So will you please help me to skim the second paragraph?
Okay. You can read nowadays.
Yes, my dear. So let's read the beginning of the paragraph. Come on.
Yeah. Nowadays.
Nowadays, yes, my dear, go on. Statistics, yes. I'm here with you. Statistics show that there is a steady rise. Yes, go on, don't be shy. In the incident involving aircraft. Right? This is what is written. And then I will read the last line in the paragraph. A range of new measures is being tested at airports around the world. So what is the main idea of this paragraph? Who can help me?
It's about staying safe when being involved in a like an accident or a crash.
Is this written? They are saying that there are statistics that
Testing?
shows that, excuse me?
Is it testing about testing the airports?
A range of new measure is being tested to do what? To improve safety. It is written here to improve safety. What happened? A range of new measures is being tested. So it is clear here that they are doing what?
They're testing.
They are doing things.
Experimenting.
Yes, they are experimenting. They are doing things, steps and procedures taken to reduce the risk, right? Because the incidents are rising. So in this paragraph, it is clear that the incidents are rising and they are doing things to lower or to reduce the risk. Okay, as for the third paragraph, who can help me? The third paragraph.
Can I, teacher?
Yes, go on.
Okay, so the third paragraph is about birds.
Birds are the biggest threat. It is written here. So it seems that this paragraph is about birds, right?
Yeah.
And then when I read the last line here, what did I get? This means the small rodents have nowhere to live, and so large birds that feed on them are not attracted to the area. So what is the main idea of the paragraph?
The birds are being devastated.
Birds are the threat. I don't have to write it because it is clear here. So I can just only underline that birds are the biggest threat. That's it. So this paragraph is talking mainly about the birds. Okay? Okay?
Okay, teacher.
So, okay, let's go to the following paragraph. Another method. Who will, Bara, where did you go? You've
Sorry,
been here. Excuse me? I can't hear you, my dear. Sandy is raising her hand. Come on, Sandy.
Yes.
Come on, Sandy. So let's read here. Another method, my dear. Come on, skim the
No.
following paragraph. Yes.
All right. Another method is to use the noise from loud guns to scare away birds. There have been incidents where these birds have been sucked into aircraft's engines.
So what did you get in this paragraph? That there are what? That they are using methods to stop or to increase. Yes, and this method.
Yes, to scare them away.
Yes, what is the method that is mentioned here?
Loud guns.
So this paragraph is about the guns, loud guns. So I can even underline or I can Just write it, just as a quick reminder. Loud
Yes.
guns. Okay. So let's go to the following paragraph. Who will help me? Come on.
Okay,
Who will
Miss.
help?
Rawan.
Yeah. Okay, Rawan.
An alternative way of solving the problem of birds is to trap and relocate
Relocate
them
them. Yes.
to new homes. And then we
So,
should read trapping the birds,
yeah.
which can then be transported to a safe area far away.
Uh, Excellent. So, what is the main idea of this paragraph? This is another way. He's
And
saying an alternative.
another method
Alternative means yes, another way. Yes. What is the other way?
is to relocate the birds' place, or to build them new houses.
Excellent. So here it is about the birds to trap and relocate the bird. You can even, as I said, even to underline or to rewrite it again. So one paragraph was about the guns. Here he mentioned that the problem is the bird. In the following paragraph, he said that they used the gun. And the following, the next one, he said that they started to trap the bird. Let's go to the following, to this paragraph. Who will help me?
I can, Miss.
Okay.
Yes, go on, my dear.
Okay, so here it's talking about we'll start from Meg is a border collie dog who patrols an airport in Southwest Florida.
So, yes, so I'm just underlining after you. You have just read the slide, yes. And then?
And then we'll start from because we're saying Meg's job is not to catch the birds, but to scare them away.
The last line in the paragraph.
She is very effective because the birds cannot predict her movements.
So it is clear that this paragraph is about what?
Is about how birds are just how the dog saved this.
Yes, so this
airport.
is the paragraph what he talked about Meg the dog. So this is this paragraph is for Meg the dog. Meg the dog. Excellent. So let's move to the following one. A less common method. I need somebody to read and to find the key, the main idea of the paragraph.
Can I, teacher?
Can I teach?
Can I?
Who's talking?
Me.
I'm Rawan.
Yes, go on.
Can I, teacher?
Yes,
Yeah.
go on. Rawan, go on.
A less common method is to use certain species of hunting birds to chase other birds in the air. And then we
So
should,
what is this? Yes, the falcons, yes.
the falcons scare the other birds, which make warning calls, and then they fly away.
So what is this paragraph about, my dear?
It is about a common method.
What is the common method he talked
Hunting
about?
birds.
To use what? Certain species of hunting bird. So this is in this paragraph he's talking about using hunting birds. Using hunting birds. This is the main idea, using hunting birds. Okay, let's move to the following one. Animals on the ground also pose a problem. So this paragraph is about animals on the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how we skim the passage. Did we read every single word?
No.
No, teacher.
No. But did you get the idea? What is the
Yes.
passage is about? You understood. The passage is about
Yes.
what? But we did not read every single word. So, and what do we call this skill?
Scanning.
No, it is not scanning. It is skimming. Now we are going to do the scanning. So scanning is reading for specific detail. Now we're going to read more deeply. We're going to go more in depth about the passage. So the first question, why are governments concerned about wildlife at airports. And then again, I said, yes,
Underline.
and I said that the questions follow the order of the text. So where am I going to find the answer of this question? In which paragraph?
The first
In the
paragraph.
first
The
paragraph.
first one.
Yes, in the first paragraph. Excellent. So who can help me to find the answer?
Can I,
you see-
teacher?
Can I? Do you need me to clear all the drawings we have?
It's
Or
clear,
it's
teacher.
fine. It's fine. Okay. Yes, let's go on. So come on, Sandy, you want to answer?
Yes.
Yes, go on, Sandy.
I think it would be the part where it says, show that there is a steady rise in the incidents involving aircrafts and wildlife.
So where can I get this, Sandy?
We would
Which-
say there.
Which line, my dear?
The steady rise in incidents.
Yes. So it is in the first. Is it in the second paragraph?
Yes.
Or in the first one? Where did he talk about the government? Why are the government concerned? Concerned means worried. Why are the government concerned about wildlife at airports? Again, first question might be in the first paragraph. Why did you skip the first paragraph?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, read again the first paragraph.
Reported collisions between aircrafts and wildlife.
Yes, so let's go again and read the paragraph. Here it is said the number of reported collisions between aircraft and wildlife is increasing throughout the world. And airport authorities and government in many countries are worried. And the word worried is equal to the word concerned. So the government is concerned about what or worried about what? Yes, the increase in what? Aircraft collision. Aircraft collision. Right? Did you get it?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
So this is the answer. Increase collision or collision increasing? Collision increasing. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Has definitely caused more wildlife incidents at airports.
Teacher, can I answer?
Can I?
I need more participants. Come on.
Yes, can I
Can I?
answer?
Razani, I've just joined. Can you understand what we are doing? Malak,
Yes.
where are you, Malak?
I'm here, Miss.
Yes, Malak. Come on, Malak. Okay, my dear. Will you please help me to find the answer, Malak?
Yes, it's in the second paragraph
Yes.
where it says, but what is certain is that the problem has increased because more people are flying. So it's more people are flying.
So more people are flying. Some of my students say aircrafts are more powerful. This could be because aircraft are more powerful. Do you
But-
agree with
but-
them?
I don't, because
No, teacher.
or more people were
No.
flying. It said what is certain. So
Yes,
it-
and certain is
It
equal
reflects
to the word.
definitely the keyword.
Excellent. And what, because when I say that something I could do, it means that I'm not sure about. Could is not sure. As for the word certain, it means definitely. So
Yes, ma'am.
that is, yes, excellent. So more, as you have just said, more people are flying because the word certain is equal to definitely. More people are flying. Okay, let's move to the next question. I want to see Malak Muhammad. Malak Muhammad. Are you there, Malak?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, my dear, come on. What is being done? My question is, what is being done to stop geese from living at airport? Which paragraph am I going to go to?
The third paragraph.
Because I already wrote that this is the paragraph for the birds, right?
Yes.
Yes. So come on, Malak, tell me, how do I find the answer? Can you see the screen, ya Malak? Malak, can you see the screen, or you need it a little bit bigger? Huh? What is being done to stop geese from living at the airport?
Teacher, she's sending that she's having a problem in her mic.
Okay, she's having a problem in her mic. So who, Bara?
Yeah.
Yes, my dear. Will you please answer?
Yeah.
What is?
You're right.
Yes, Bara. The answer is in paragraph number 3. As this is the paragraph where we wrote birds beside. I can't hear.
Hello, can you? Hello.
I can't hear you. Raise your voice.
That's good.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Bara, yes, Bara, go on.
Yes.
Again, the question is, what is being done to stop geese from living at airport?
Yeah, how do... It's question number 0, right?
Let us see. Yes, what is being done to stop geese from living at airport?
Yeah, I think it's plant grasses, birds don't like it. So let them go away.
So Bara said, okay, so here is what you've just said. Planting grasses, planting...
Yeah, planting the plants that birds don't
I'm going
like.
to make it a little bit
They like to
bigger.
eat.
Just a minute. This is what you've just said.
Hello.
Yes, my dear, I can hear you well.
Yeah, it's planting the grasses that birds don't like to eat.
So this is what you've just said. Planting grasses the birds do not like to eat. Do you agree with him? A number of airports are experimenting with planting grasses that birds do not like to
Yes,
eat.
teacher.
And why? What is mentioned to make you sure?
Because after it, there is a sentence which is this is particularly effective for geese.
Yes, because they are experimenting. This is one of the experiments, but this was effective only for geese. Thank you. Correct answer. So as you have just said, yes. What happened to the paper? What happened to my paper?
Teacher, can you just click undo?
Yes, I'm just redoing this. Just doing this, but it is stuck. So, okay. So here it is. As you've just said, what is being done to stop geese from living at airport? You said planting grass, which birds do not eat. Planting
Yes.
grass, which birds do not eat. Okay, let's go again to the paragraph. How do concrete I'm just going to include to insert the paper again. Okay. How do concrete areas at airport affect birds? How do concrete
Teacher, can I
areas?
answer?
Which paragraph do you think the answer is?
The third
The third one.
paragraph.
Third paragraph. Okay. Okay.
Teacher, can I?
Let me choose myself. So Maya.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Maya. Come on, Maya. How do concrete areas at airport affect birds?
Teacher, I entered right now, so I don't know.
You're not following?
I entered right
Okay.
now.
Will answer Malak السقا.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Malak. Come on, Malak.
It's in the
How
third
do
paragraph,
concrete areas? Yes, my dears.
the last line,
Yes. What do I have to write?
where it says this means that small rodents have nowhere to live, and so large birds that feed on them are not attracted to the area. So it's birds are not attracted to the area.
So not attracted to the area. Excellent, because we have to minimize the answer. Excellent. So as you said, small rodents have nowhere to live. This might be the answer. So this is what happened when certain airports have replaced the grass. They remove the grass with the stones or concrete, which means that small rodents have nowhere to live. Excellent. So rodents have nowhere to live, and so the large birds that feed on them are not attracted to the area. This is again another answer. Excellent, my dear. Let's go move to letter E. What are there to using guns? In which paragraph did we talk about guns? Can you remember?
Teacher, the fourth one.
Yes, this one. Yes. So I need to know what disadvantages are there to using
Can I
guns.
answer, teacher?
Okay, let me choose myself. Malak, you've just answered your Malak, right?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, my dear.
In D,
Yes, question D.
I think the only suitable answer would be that birds aren't attracted to the area, as he just mentioned in the question birds.
Question D.
Yes.
How do concrete areas at the airport affect birds? And then you want the answer to be what?
I think it's just suitable to be not attracted to the area, as it didn't mention rodents in the question.
Yes, but have a look here. That means the small rodents have nowhere to live. This is the elaboration. Small rodents have nowhere to live. And again, and so the large birds that feed on them, the birds that feed on the rodent, they remove the rodents. This is the type of grass which they remove. Okay.
Oh.
So the large birds which feed on this rodent are not attracted to the area. So you can write either that this is that. Yes, the small rodents have nowhere to live. So if there is no rodent, so the birds are not attracted. Both of them are correct and lead to each other.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, what disadvantages are there to using guns? Who will answer?
Teacher, can I answer?
Yes, go on.
Miss, can I answer?
Yes, my dear, go on.
Airport staff has to check the guns.
So staff check guns. What else?
The birds regulate the sound.
Birds, what?
Regularity of the sound.
Regularity of the sound, which means that get used. It is written here, birds can very soon get used to the regularity of the sound. So birds get used to the sound. This is one answer. And the other is the staff has to check on them. Excellent, my dear. Okay, let's move. Kindly mute. What happens to birds after they are trapped?
Teacher, can I answer?
Can I answer? Just can
Just talking. Let me see. Bara. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Transport sub area.
What happens?
Transport them to sub area.
What?
When they are trapped, they transport it to sub area.
Transported, then transported to a safe
Sub area.
area. Excellent. So it is here in this paragraph. He said that they trap the bird. It is written here. Relocate them to new homes. This is one answer. And then he's just here telling us how they trap, and then they are transported to a safe area. Excellent. Transported to a safe area. Okay, letter G. How is Meg more effective than humans on difficult ground?
Teacher, can I answer?
Malak Muhammad. Come on, ya Malak. Malak.
She said that she have
She,
a problem in
she's
her
very.
mic.
Okay. Malak, yes,
Okay,
she
that's
wrote for me
she's
in the
talking.
chat. Yes, she wrote for me in the chat that she has a problem. Yes. Okay, so let me check for another. Malak Sa'a.
Yes, miss.
Yes. So how is Meg more attractive than humans on the ground? Which paragraph was talking about Meg?
Sixth paragraph.
Which paragraph?
The sixth one, the Meg paragraph. The one that talks about Meg.
Yes, it is. Yes, where Meg was mentioned. Yes. So can you remember what is the bit?
Sorry, can you remember what?
Can you remember what was written for Meg?
Yes.
Yes, what was written for Meg?
That she can cross wetlands that are too difficult for people to walk through.
Yes. So as you've just said, it is very difficult. So what is the answer?
It's very difficult for it crosses wetlands that are too difficult for people to walk through.
Yes, excellent.
And birds cannot predict her movements.
So birds cannot predict her movement. Right. So she can. Do you agree with her about this answer? Do you agree with her? All of you here, do you agree?
Teacher, there are another accurate options. The first one is correct.
So let's repeat again what you said. How is Meg more effective than humans on difficult ground? It is here. Come on, I'm just going to show you the paragraph again.
Teacher,
What
she's
can
also
she
crossing
do?
wetlands.
Yes, this is the answer. It crosses wetland. So have a look here. So Meg crosses wetland, and these people are too difficult for people to walk. So he's comparing between Meg and people. He is comparing between Meg and people. So Meg.
This is what I mentioned, besides the birds that cannot predict her movements.
This is one answer which is correct. But what about the other? What the question is, what can she do? How means what can she do? It is not why. It is not why. It is not why. It is how.
Oh, okay.
So number one, cross wetlands that are too difficult for people. So cross wetlands. What is the other thing?
Running through bushes.
Yes, excellent, my dear. So she can run, the dog can run in this that are too dense. So this is answer. Run into bushes. This is one. And cross wetland. This is the other answer. Excellent, my dear. And then the following question is, Why? Here back comes the question with the keyword why. Why is Meg particularly good at frightening people, frightening birds?
Teacher, can I answer?
Yes, my dear, go on.
Okay. Her movements are unpredictable.
Yes, it is written here that she's very effective because is always an answer to why. The bird cannot predict her movement. So this is the answer. Cannot predict her movement. Thank you. Okay, let's move to the next question. I said, how do birds react to the falcons?
Can I?
Yes,
Teacher, can
go
I
on.
Um, this
How
goes.
do birds react to
the-
the falcons? And I need two details.
Can
Which
I
paragraph? Birds in general.
scare them away?
Where can I find the answer?
Is
Yes, go on.
seventh paragraph.
Yes, here. So falcons, you said falcons scare the birds. Yes.
Yeah. Scare them and they fly away.
Scare them. Scare the birds. And what else?
Yeah.
I need,
They
how
fly
many
away.
details
Birds
do I
fly away.
need? How many details do I need?
Two.
So number one, scare. What is the other thing?
Birds fly away.
Fly
Make our
away.
codes and then fly away.
Yes. So make one in codes and fly away. Excellent. Thank you. So this question is canceled. Let's go to four examples of a problem caused by specific types of birds. So I need the problems, and I need four examples of problems caused by specific type of wildlife at airports.
Teacher, can I answer?
Again, this question is especially for extended, and you should go through the whole passage. You should go through the whole passage to find. Okay.
We should
Let's
just give question.
Yes, go on.
The idea and write it.
Excuse me? Yes, my dear, go on. Don't be afraid.
Me again?
Yes, say it again because I didn't get it. Didn't hear what it said.
Birds smash into windscreen.
Yes, excellent. So this is a problem.
Insert the paragraph.
Yes, this is one of the problems that birds smash into a pilot's windscreen. This is one thing. Another, this is one example.
Foxes damage the electrical system.
Yes, who can give me another thing?
Teacher, I'm having another thing.
Okay, go on.
Hawks hover in the sky, causing problems for aircrafts.
Where can I find this answer, my dear?
This is in the guns paragraph.
So in the guns paragraph, this one, what did you say?
Hawks hover in the sky, causing problems for aircrafts.
What type of problems? So you're just saying in the question he said problems, and again
Can I say
repeating. You're
So,
repeating.
yeah.
Aircraft engines.
Hawks are sucked into the engines.
So this is the incident. This is the problem that the birds are sucked into the aircraft's engine. So this is number two. Okay.
Can I say,
yes, go on, Bahet.
Foxes damage the electrical system.
Excuse me?
No, the foxes damage the electrical system.
Raise your voice a little bit.
The foxes damage the electrical system.
In which paragraph can I find the answer?
1 minute.
Miss, I have one.
Okay,
Me
wait
too,
a minute
teacher.
till he finishes. Wait a minute till he finishes. Here in this paragraph, you mentioned fox. Here, this one? Yes?
Oh,
right? Am I right?
so it's better connection.
Yes. So damage
Yes.
yes. So this is number 3. That fox damaged the electric system. Still, one answer is needed.
I think it's
He jumped over
Yeah.
the fence.
Okay, only one to answer. Come on. What is
Do you
the
jump?
last?
Do you
Hmm?
jump over fence 3 meters high and have run across the runway in front of aircraft?
Help me to go to the paragraph. Help me to go to the paragraph. Which paragraph are you talking about? Hmm?
Animals on ground also pose problems.
Animals on ground cause problem. So what is the problem?
No, I think deer
What is
Deer
the animal?
jump over
runway.
fence.
So it is deer. And so what do deer do?
Run across
Jump
the
Run
meters
runway in
high
front
and
of
runway.
run
aircraft.
across the runway in front
Yes,
of
thank you
aircraft.
very much. Run across the airway
I have
in
another one.
front of the aircraft. Okay, what is the other one?
Watch birds delay plans.
I can't hear. I can't hear what you're saying. Yes, go on.
And watch birds delay plans.
Yes, planes, you mean. So
So
water birds delay planes. Excellent. So this is by this we have answered all the questions without going back to the without reading every single detail in the passage. We have
also must
found
finish
yes. What do you
must
want?
finish that exercise one in 15 minutes. Take much.
Yes. So we have 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes. We have to answer this one in less than 15 minutes.
Less
Let's
than
say for the extended
I
13
think
to 12,
I
yes. For the
Miss,
extended
I think it
from
took
12 to 13. Excuse me?
Miss, I think it took much time because we were discussing, but if we're like solving
Yes,
individually,
because
it would take less time.
number one, of course, because we are discussing, we are talking together, we are taking answers from each other, we are trying to understand the answer. Why is it this and not that? We are practicing now. That's why it takes a lot or a long time right now. But later on, when we practice this a lot, we can do it in no time, maybe less than the 10 minutes needed for in the exam. You got it?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so this is how we're going to go through this question. But still, we need to find some vocabulary words from the text. We need to find, because as I said, vocabulary is very important. So we need to get some vocabulary words, some synonyms, and so on. But this will be done later on when we go on that through our sessions. Okay, any questions so far concerning how to skim and scan the passage?
No,
No,
teacher. Million thanks.
You're welcome, my dear. Any
Yeah,
questions?
yeah.
You have a question, Bara?
Yeah.
Yes, what's your question?
Will you check the writing homeworks?
Of course.
I will check
As I
his
said,
own
as I said at the very
answer.
beginning, as I said at the very beginning, Bara, that
Yeah.
questions that there will be a Google Classroom where I'm going to upload the material for you and you are going to submit your homework there. And I'm going to
The reading
check.
horse?
Excuse me? Excuse
Yeah.
me, Bara. What did you say? Bara, can you hear me? So as I said, there will be a
Yeah,
Google Classroom where we can follow each other. I can upload the material needed before the session. For example, if I need you to print a certain exam, a certain paper, and the material I have already prepared for you, the notes, everything will be uploaded on Google Classroom before the session by a suitable time, which to give you a chance to print them and to be ready for before the session. Concerning the homework, of course, you're going to upload and to submit your homework on Google Classroom so that I can check it and resend it back with a feedback. And of course, parents will be there to follow the progress of every student, what happened to him. Is he improving or not, and his progress. What else? That every about 6 to 7 sessions, let's say, there will be an exam where we're going to assess where we have stopped. Do we need more practice or not? Are we on the right track or not? Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions so far?
So the mock will be weekly.
It's not weekly because we have to proceed with the sessions. It will be after 6 sessions, let's say after 6 sessions, depending on the material we have taken. For example, if I'm teaching writing takes time for you to write and to change sentence and to start to write the sentence. Is it an appropriate? How to change, how to make it advanced, and so on. So it needs time until I'm sure that you have absorbed the material. So I'm going to assess you. Okay.
Okay.
And as I said, that we are going to the reading, writing, listening, and speaking, as these are the 4 main skills for the language and for the exam, of course. Any questions, sir?
No,
No,
Feel
miss.
free, feel free to ask whatever you want. Come on, I'm here.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. It's a pleasure being with you today. I'm very happy, and I hope I have helped you a little bit too. Okay. See you.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, Kunuz.